Hey 49ers fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Chat Sports, and today, we did it. Oh my goodness, how about this? We are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Before we start, thumbs up the video. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. We're going to the Super Bowl. Also, subscribe to the 49ers Report right now as we get you plenty of 49er videos before the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Before we start, let's jump right into the grades for this game. I'm as thrilled as you are. Let's go! A lot of energy today. I'm sorry, a lot of energy today. I'm pumped. 37 to 20 over the Green Bay Packers. How about that win? Can you believe, before we start, can you believe we're going to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks? Kansas City's the favorite right now, but that might change as the days get closer to Miami. Let's start with the grades, as always. Offense, defense, special teams, and then individual grades as well. Man, I'm so pumped right now. Okay, offense. Easy, A+. This is very easy. Talk about an offensive performance. I know the running game was fantastic, but here's the deal. Very simple. I could sit here and be like, well, the running game was really good, but Jimmy Garoppolo only threw the ball 8 times, and so we're going to kind of knock it down a little bit. Enough. I don't want to hear any anti-Jimmy Garoppolo slander at all for this entire 2 weeks, because anybody in their right mind would have run the ball like we did. I don't care if Brady was the quarterback yesterday, prime Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, I don't care who it was. The running game was averaging 7.6 yards per carry. They were going to continue to run the football. There was no need to throw it at all. 8 passes for Jimmy Garoppolo does not matter when you have a guy like Raheem Mostert. Absolutely unbelievable. He's a superstar. I mean, Raheem Mostert went from a no-name practice squad guy who was cut 7 times before he even got a carry on any NFL team to being one of the best running backs in the National Football League over the past half of this season. Congratulations to the Niner offense. I do not care about Jimmy Garoppolo only throwing the ball 8 times. It does not matter. A+ for this offense. Anytime you rush for 286 yards, 2 for 3 in the red zone, only 1 sack. It is a fantastic day. Hats off to Kyle Shanahan, the Niner offense. They were fantastic. They get an A+. Before we move on, right now, I think Vegas has Kansas City as 1 to 1.5 point favorites in the Super Bowl. Well, you want to bet on our 49ers, win some extra money, beat all your friends in some betting on the Super Bowl? How about use our friends at BetDSI? Here's the link, chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code 49ers. You get a 120% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up, which means put $100 down, get a $220 if you use our promo code 49ers to bet on us. And I'm telling you, I'm feeling really good about the game here coming up 2 Sundays from now. Defense, A-, okay? It was close to being an A+, but an A-. Absolutely dominant on early in this game. They slowed down the third quarter just a little bit. You weren't going to hold Devonte Adams and Aaron Rodgers to no points. You had to give them a little bit there. And yes, Richard Sherman got beat for that one deep ball to Devonte Adams, but overall, an absolutely impressive day by the defense on the secondary, but really up front, that front 7 got after Rodgers and stopped Aaron Jones. What did we say all last week? Aaron Jones was the factor here. Aaron Jones was the feature back. Aaron Jones was a guy that you needed to slow down to have a shot. What do you have, 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown? An absolute non-factor. Sure, they were down, right? You throw the football when you're down. But the fact you're able to hold Aaron Jones to less than 60 yards rushing, less than 100 yards rushing is a massive day for the 49ers defense. Congratulations to the defensive line. Robert Saleh continues to show he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the league. This was a dominant defensive performance. We've seen these time and time again by the 49ers, but to do it against a Packer team that was able to study up what they did wrong in Week 12, they were able to figure it out. Well, looks like it didn't work. A- for the overall for the 49ers defense. Let's go ahead and move on. Before we start, though, or before we move on, excuse me, ad's going to run on YouTube right now. Don't worry about it. Scroll down. Answer this question. Who gets the game ball for the San Francisco 49ers? Shanahan, Saleh, Mostert, someone else? Let me know who gets the game ball down below. All right, moving on here. Got to mention special teams. Goal went 3 for 3. Richie James didn't do anything wrong. A+ for special teams. Very simple. Good job, special teams. Can keep this up. We have one of the best kickers. Arguably the best kicker left, obviously, right now, going to the Super Bowl. I trust him more than Casey's kicker. A+ for special teams. Let's go ahead and jump into our individual grades. Here you go. Here's Jimmy Garoppolo. We always start with him. What are you going to do here? Right? What do you want me to do with Jimmy Garoppolo? How about an A+? Listen, 6 for 8, 77 yards, no touchdown, no picks. The stats are atrocious, right? The stats are terrible. Oh, my goodness. What did you want him to do? Did you want them to be up 27 points and start play-actioning galore and throwing the football and maybe risk an interception or a strip sack or a fumble, whatever, and throw this game away? No, you don't want to do that. what did the Atlanta Falcons do whenever they had Kyle Shanahan as their head coach in 2016 in the Super Bowl? Remember 28-3? They tried to throw the football when they were up big time. They didn't run the ball. Matt Ryan strip sack. Tom Brady comes back. They lose. As Kyle Shanahan remembered that, and that is why Garoppolo had no need to throw the ball. You can make the argument. You can be like, oh, he's just not a great quarterback. We don't trust him. Baloney. Like I said earlier, Peyton Manning yesterday would have had 8 passes. Tom Brady would have had 8 passes. And Russell Wilson, I don't care who it is, would have had 8 passes when the running game is doing as great as they are. There's no need to throw the football when you're up 27 points in the third quarter. 8+ for Jimmy Garoppolo. He did exactly what he needed to do. And also, let's just go ahead and throw this graphic up right now. Jimmy Garoppolo has proven before this regular season he can score and throw the football a bunch. Look at this. At New Orleans, 35 passes, 4 touchdowns, 349 yards. Arizona, 45 passes, 424 yards, 4 touchdowns. At Arizona, 37 passes, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns. He can do it. Don't worry about it. If he needs to, the running game doesn't work, he can throw to victory. Find Kittle, find Debo, find Emmanuel Sanders, find Kendrick Bourne. When the running game works, then you have a game like yesterday, which guess what? Doesn't matter what Jimmy Garoppolo does because we won and are going to the Super Bowl, right? Come on, stick with me here. Moving on. Are you worried about Jimmy Garoppolo? Type Y down below for yes. Type N down below for no. If I see an N in the comment section, and I look, right? You just look for me to comment. It's Thomas Mott. If I see an N, I'm going to be so mad at you. I'll be so mad at you if I see an N down below. Y's down below. No worries about Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's keep going. How about the easiest grade I've ever given out in my entire life? I shouldn't even have to give a grade to Raheem Mostert, but we're going to do it anyway. A+. Are you kidding me? One of the most dominant rushing performances we've seen in a playoff game in my lifetime. He had 7 teams give up on him. Raheem Mostert had 7 teams cut him before giving him a single carry. How about 29 carries, 220 yards, 7.6 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns? He said after the game he thinks about and looks at a picture with all of his cut dates from all 7 teams to motivate him before the game. He started as the 3rd-string running back at the beginning of the year, and he has grown into the #1 back on this team and one of the top running backs in the National Football League. Congratulations, Raheem Mostert. You're a baller. You proved it. You dominated yet again. He's the feature back. He's the guy Kansas City has got to be freaking out about keeping the defensive coordinator up at night because he has balled out the last couple of weeks. Mostert, fantastic. He should be the feature back in 2020. He gets an A+. Should he be the feature back? Am I right about this in 2020? Type 1 down below for yes. Type 2 down below for no in the comment section down below. I had to pick a wide receiver because we always do a wide receiver here in the grades. This feels dumb. Like, I shouldn't have to do a wide receiver, but we're going to do it anyway. Debo Samuel. You know what? How about an A+? You want to know why? I want to make everyone out there who's upset that Garoppolo only threw the ball 8 times mad because it's ridiculous. Good job, Debo Samuel. You caught 2 of your 3 passes for 46 yards, had that 1 deep ball for 30. That's all we can say about it. The best receiving performance on the day. We give him an A+ because guess what? Didn't matter what he did. Debo Samuel could have stood out there and we still would have won this football game if he would have just stood there like a statue and not even worried about it. He had some good blocks. Give him credit for that. The passing game was not needed. A+ to Debo Samuel. He has been fantastic. Before we move on, have you subscribed to the 49ers Report right now? Have you subscribed to the 49ers Report? Have you not? If you haven't, click the red subscribe button down below. We greatly appreciate it because we're going to put out so much content over the next 2 weeks to get you ready for the Super Bowl. Hit the notification bell as well. That way you're notified whenever we put a new thing out there. And also, how about these sweet NFC Champ t-shirts? The ones they were wearing on the sideline? Guess what? We got a link to them down below. chatsports.com/NFC Champs. We'll take you right there. The link's in the description and in the comment section. Get yourself an NFC Champs shirt. When was the last time we had one of these? It's been a very, very long time since the last Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick. Get you one right now. chatsports.com/NFC Champs. Next one, moving on. Thought about doing an individual grade here. Let's just do the entire offensive line. A+. They're elite. They're great. They're fantastic. What they've done on the offensive line has been nothing short of amazing from what it was last year to where it is this year. They protected the 8 times Jimmy G threw the ball well, but they obviously opened up massive holes in the running game. Here's the deal, though. Green Bay, bad against the run this year. Kansas City, not as bad. They're actually pretty good, 7th overall in rushing. Here's the KC defensive stats, a quick preview for 2 Sundays from now. Kansas City, 17th in total defense, 8th against the pass, 7th against the run. So, be interesting to see if we can keep the running game going. We should, with the #1 rushing team in the NFL, but it will be a better test than Green Bay. I wanted to show you guys that before we continue going here. And also, Richard Sherman, our first defensive grade. I thought about doing Emmanuel Moseley because he filled in for Keller Witherspoon, looked really good, but I have not given Richard Sherman a grade in weeks. How about a B+? it's time to give him credit where credit is due. It's a B+ because, yes, he shut down Devonte Adams early. Devonte Adams woke up a little bit late, had the deep ball, whatever. I don't really care about that. But what Sherman has done, 2 years after having a brutal Achilles injury, normally one that would end your career, struggles last year, not fully healthy, comes back, has the number one secondary in the league rated right now. They're the best in the league. He's a Pro Bowler. He's an unbelievable what Richard Sherman has been able to do. Obviously, his stats in this game, 3 tackles, the pass defense, the interception. I'm congratulating everybody because I'm so excited, but Richard Sherman has worked so hard to get back on the field. Not just to get on the field, but to be elite again. He's an elite corner, a huge part of the win yesterday, and now Tyreek Hill trots into town. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Hill caught 2 touchdowns yesterday, 58 total catches, and 7 on the year. It's going to be a great matchup to see the 49ers secondary taking on Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, and that air raid via the Chiefs. It's going to be fun, but at the same time, a little bit scary as well. Question, which Chiefs receiver scares you the most? I say receiver because Travis Kelce, tight end, but still plays a lot of wide receiver, or at least lines up out there. Type T down below for Travis Kelce, type H down below for Hill, type K down below for Kelce. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And finally, instead of being giving the defensive line a grade here, or maybe like DeQuisky Tart a grade, or Fred Warner, Kyle Shanahan, A+. This was a beautifully called football game. One of his best overall this season. He should be Coach of the Year. Nay, he will be Coach of the Year because the NFL awards come out the night before the Super Bowl. He's in the Super Bowl. Give this to Kyle Shanahan. They were atrocious last year. He rebuilt everything. He got the defense where he needed to go with Salah. He got the offense moving. He's a master schemer. This is unbelievable what Kyle Shanahan has been able to do. And guess what? He's learned. He was the OC in the 21-3 blowout against the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. They come all the way back because he threw the ball. Here you go. This is him saying, guys, I can run the football as well. Congratulations, Kyle Shanahan. Welcome to the Super Bowl. We'll see if you can follow in your father's footsteps and win one. One of the great coaching stories of this year. This will be your Coach of the Year. Bet your bottom dollar on it right now. Overall grade, what would you give the 49ers? I would give them an A+, maybe an A- because they did give up some points, I guess. Man, just congratulations, fans. Just to you guys quickly, congratulations. We're going to the Super Bowl. Now, stick with us here at Chat Sports. Red subscribe button because we're going to be growing continually, trying to get as many people to watch our previews as possible because we have the best ones on YouTube. 2 weeks to the Super Bowl, you will bet to see a ton of videos up here on our Chat Sports Only 49ers channel. Congratulations, smile, enjoy this week. It's kind of a bye week here. Next week, though, get locked in. We're going to go win a Super Bowl. We're going to do it for the first time in a very long time. Anti-Chiefs, that's what we're looking at. The Chiefs are the enemy now. Let's do it. Congratulations, everybody. All the time we have for a day on our 49ers grades. For Chat Sports, I'm Thomas Mott signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Victory Monday.